Hey there, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're doing well. Let's go ahead and see what we really need to focus on today, because honestly, you're not the limit. The sky is. Hello there, everybody. Welcome on back to our midweek sip from the Cup of Positivity. It's good to see all of you. My name is Jenna O'Malley. I am your soul writer, author of sci-fi fantasy with dashes of romance and nerdy references. Kickstarter, other channel. Go check out all the noise about it over there, July 8th. And thank you so much for being here. Here on the Soul Bard Collective, we look at the metaphysicality, the sociology, the psychology, the esoterics behind writing. My other channel, we talk about practice and progress and all that. Here, we kind of refuel our souls as we need to. Little heads up, with it being the 4th of July here in the US tomorrow, I will not be here. I'm going to be handling some 4th of July related stuff and be out of town for a little bit. So we will not have our Tarot Thursdays as we normally do. So pick up with those next week. We will be here, though, on the Writing to Heal podcast on Sunday. I already have it scheduled in. We're talking about how to truly make you a firework in your business and in your writing. Jess is here. Hello, my friend, and hello to Sherry. It's so good to see you. I hope you're doing well. If you want to join us for some sprints after this at 6 p.m. Eastern in about an hour, please feel welcome to also go ahead and do so. Sam, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well, my friend. So this week, on the draw from the Cup of Positivity last night, we got a quote from Franklin Delano Roosevelt that tells us the only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be indeed what our doubts are today. And that's kind of made me go and look right dab smack center at my vision board that I have on my desktop. Not only does it say, be the ripple, make it happen, shock everyone, it says something even more important, today's title. The sky is the limit, not you. Never limit yourself. That we're talking like, I can't because. First of all, who gave you permission to not other than yourself? I can't take a break. Yes, you can, Jenna. Yes, you can. I don't have time to prioritize myself. Excuse you? I literally looked at myself in the mirror the other day and said those words regarding dyeing my hair. So, excuse you for saying those mean things to yourself, for limiting yourself. We often tell ourselves, no, we're not allowed because we'll upset somebody. Who are you upsetting? Who are you upsetting? Especially if you're an adult. Sam says, knee-jerk reaction. You're scared of heights too, but no, self is not a barrier. It's a vehicle to catch your dreams. Right. So me, I'm petrified of heights now in my old age. It doesn't quite make sense as to why, but I was in a really nasty car accident in 2011, and suddenly metal boxes that could go boom, I get a little nervous. So you can understand how that carries over to roller coasters. So I did not realize that I had a sudden, the thought of roller coasters now terrifies me. And I couldn't figure out why until recently. And I said, it's because it's a metal box that moves fast. The last time I was around a metal box that moved really, really fast and felt comfortable, my Jeep was totaled. So if I ever want to touch a roller coaster again, I got to overcome that. And I didn't realize that was a connected ripple effect of someone T-boning me at all. But it makes sense when I think about it, right? Jess, you almost said that you don't have time to deal with this when you got a certain text this morning. This is a little different. You had life do something out of your control in your situation. So I'm going to say It's okay to pause. Sometimes life gets super, 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 super mean to us and does throw us curveballs. I mean, this is literally where the old phrase of deal with the cards you're dealt comes from, right? So the sky is the limit on what you need to do to take care of yourself in this regard today, isn't it? Sometimes you have to take that break. You have to. It's okay to do it, to recalibrate and allow yourself to work through what you're going through because you need it to go through you. Sometimes that's part of the process, is going through things kind of like a detour on a map that we don't want to deal with. Sometimes the detour was there for a reason, unfortunately. Sam, you're like a horse in that way. You have 4 hooves on the ground at all times. I have to have 2. I sometimes feel like I have an extra set of arms and legs coming out of my body, though. Let's get real. The sky is the limit on what I can do in a day. What am I going to choose to do during the 16 hours I'm functional as a human being to work? That becomes a question. And I'm sorry that connection is going in and out just a little bit. I will recalibrate it before I do my next live stream on my main channel. I hope it clears up a little bit. But yeah, sometimes you've got to figure out, can I stay hitched to this post a little bit or should I? Just about 5 minutes later, your body said, oh, you're going to make time for this. This is the other thing I was going to add in. Our immune systems are not just our emotions, but our immune systems are very much tied into our bodies in that way. It's very old school, ancient world medicine to think that way. But in my opinion, I think they were onto something. Just saying. I think they were onto something just a wee tiny little bit. The sky is the limit, not you. Studies show we can handle 7 things in a day. It's why most schools have a 7-8 day period, preferably with one for lunch added. You see what I mean? So what are the 7 things max that are a priority for you? If the sky is the limit, if there's so much on the horizon and you can only go to 7 villages a day on that horizon, what destinations are on your map? Detours included. Okay? But key, taking that first step, you got to put you as part of it. There's a little bit of selfishness to it. That's okay. You got to start as your own fan and the nerd to your own kingdom first. So since we're not going to be here tomorrow, let's take a glimpse at some soul truth. I at least want to leave you with a journaling prompt. I'm the daughter of a Vietnam veteran. I understand how this week alone is very difficult for some people in that regard. So I see it, but I have a kitty at my feet. Hold on. Pardon, kitty. I don't want to. Yeah. There we go. So, soul truth deck. What boundaries need, this is a good one for our topic today. What boundaries need to be created or strengthened within your relationships, okay? To create more healthy boundaries, we must first get in tune with our own needs, desires, and feelings and believe we are worthy of them. In your relationships, it is essential to know where they end and where you begin. So for today's soul action, since we're not here tomorrow, when we separate our energy from others, we gain clarity about what we really want. Then we stop doing things that no longer align with ourselves. Sky is the limit. Which lighthouse are you going to go put a light in that needs relit? Seriously. Then we stop doing things that no longer align with ourselves. If you're an empath, you can still be compassionate toward others without taking on their stuff. It is safe to trust that you are not here to fix anyone. So for today's mantra, if you would like to journal on this a little bit, I have everything I need within me now, and so do they. I am worthy of my needs, and I set boundaries based on what's best for me. This is a really difficult atmosphere for many of us right now for different reasons. I encourage you to stand ground on your boundaries. You're not late. You're here right on time for you. I do encourage you, though, to go back to the beginning. And if you are watching live or on the replay, I do encourage you to like, comment, sub, and more. Hugs to all of you, my friend. If you ever want to come and sit at my table and talk, do let me know. I'm always here for you because above all, your voice matters. So take care of yourself. You've been worth it from the beginning.